Good morning, Riverdale Elementary. Today we welcome both our A and our B group students back together here at the elementary school for the first time all school year. So today we have nearly 470 students in our building learning right now, which is incredibly exciting for us and very encouraging. So I have some information to share with you guys, as well as a few reminders as we kind of transition to this new model here. First, please continue to do your COVID screenings on Teacher-Ease each morning. Our classroom teachers are able to do that on your behalf if you forget, but certainly with twice as many students in our building, it just takes a lot of time and to input that information in Teacher-Ease on your behalf. So please try to do that for us. That way we can get to teaching earlier in the morning. Next thing is I shared out last week new bus times. Please check those out in Teacher-Ease as well. Also, our bus riders, just understand I would try to get ready a little bit early and just know that buses might show up a little bit ahead of that time or a little bit late, as well as we kind of build in some new consistency as all those routes have changed. Here at drop-off at the elementary school, reminder, the back doors open at 7:30 each morning. I thought you guys did a great job today getting off the main road. I encourage cars to pull down a little bit further away from the elementary school. Certainly as the weather improves, I think we might be more willing to do so to get more cars off the main road so we're not clogging up the intersection, or as well as making it hard for buses to pull in the morning. So thank you guys for that. Also, our school day does start at 7:45, so that drop-off window is between 7:30 and 7:45. I just ask that families do their best to get here on time. In the event you're running late, just drop them off at the main entryway at the front door. We actually ask that families do not come into the building as a COVID precaution, but just make sure your kid gets in the front doors, and we'll get them off to class from there. The next thing I have for you guys is distancing during the school day here at the elementary school is not going to be what it was when we only had half of our students here. We've prioritized lunchtime to make sure that we keep 6 foot or more spacing, those opportunities for our students at lunchtime. But we may have some more close contacts here at the elementary school, just with more bodies being in the building in the event we had a positive case. We'll make sure Nurse Olson shared out some information how she's going to communicate that out moving forward, so please check out her email as well. But luckily, the fact that we have the majority of our students in the building at this point is a really good indication that our staff and students are generally healthy. And over the last few weeks, those numbers have continued to trend in the right direction. So we're really hopeful that the spring semester will allow us to even more opportunities to kind of open things up and get back to a little bit more normalcy for us. But certainly returning to 4 days is a good first step here. The last thing I have for you guys is during pickup at the end of the day. I think logistically, it's going to be our hardest time throughout the day. We just have so many cars picking up, students out at the lot between the elementary school and the high school at the end of the day. So I'm going to ask that families, if you're an early arriver, we dismiss at 2:35, but if you pull in between, let's say, 2:25 and 2:35, we'll do our initial walk down like we always do and radio into the school. And then I just ask that any families that would be arriving at 2:30 or later, maybe consider coming closer to 2:40. That way we can get a second wave of cars and logistically we're able to handle it. Just because judging by the number of cars that pulled in this morning, it's certainly an indication that it's going to be pretty hectic out there this afternoon. But with that being said, if you happen to pull into our lot and it's completely full, just continue to pull down to the high school and kind of loop back out onto the main road and come in for a second pass and take one of the open spots. Again, we're asking all the cars park on the west side of the parking lot, and if at all possible, have your sign ready to go with your child's name or your student's names on those. That helps that process speed up as well. So we have a few other ideas in place, and if I haven't mentioned it already, just a reminder that preschool is also picking up in their new location today. So like I said, thank you guys for all of your support along the way here. I have some encouraging information I'd like to share out in the next few days regarding some test scores and some student growth that we're seeing here at the elementary school. That's really encouraging. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.